Hello and welcome back to Chronicles of the Average Guy. I am your host, Armando. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about something that happened to me, um, positive actually. Going back to the gym. I was going to the gym about 10 years ago. Yes, I know that's a pretty long time. 10 years ago, I was very active. I was going at least 3, 4 times a week to the gym with a couple of friends of mine, James and Ralph. Jeez, it's been that long, so pardon me if the names didn't come up too quickly. But I've been going back with my best friend Abraham, and we've been having a good time. Only thing is, we have our obligations to our jobs, our 9 to 5s. He's trying to get more hours, and today we weren't able to go to the gym. I should have gone to the gym, but here I am cutting this video right now, kind of late. I should have done it over the weekend. Kind of procrastinated, and again, that should not happen when you like doing something, especially going to the gym. I do like the gym. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like Planet Fitness, and here's why. Um, they're assisted like machines. Some of them, I just don't like them, especially when I'm trying to do deadlifts or the bench press. It has those bars that kind of guide you to go up and down, up and down. I can't get my form like I want. So uh, besides that, everything is great. Um, Again, we just got to get back on track and stop I can't even speak. Limiting. See, damn. I don't know what's wrong. I can't. That word will not come out. um, we shouldn't limit ourselves. There we go. Uh, just going maybe twice a week. We should really aim for going 3 times a week, and then once our bodies get accustomed to the regimen, um, and hopefully I can go at least 4 or 5 times a week with 2 days off, like I used to. Because basically it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, excuse me, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I would just do cardio and just run, bike, maybe one exercise, and that's it. But usually Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, it is deadlifts, bench press, squats. I tried I tried squatting. I tried doing squats on Friday, and I don't know. Maybe I should lose a little bit more weight in my gut area. But as soon as I went down, came back up, went down, came back up, I just felt my left hamstring go away. And it was only like 20 pounds each with the bar. That's 40 plus 45, 95 pounds. So, uh, that kind of ruined my weekend, kind of. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Proud dad. My son's doing great in school. They just had a holiday recital. They were singing a couple of holiday songs. My wife and I went to go see him, and they did great. Only thing that I know I should stay positive, but the only thing that really irks me is when like random parents start mocking children. Really, they're kids. They're supposed to have fun. They're supposed to be a little awkward. They're kids. Let them be kids. Let them be a little bit awkward. They don't have to have the right rhythm, tone, whatever. Just back off the kids. Jesus Christ. Um, so that was that. But overall, they all had fun. At one point, I heard the principal said, "Hey, thanks for coming out. You all can go home." Uh, for some reason, I thought she was talking about the students. I guess she was talking to us, the parents. Yeah, you guys can go home now. I wanted to take my son home. For some reason, I was just like, oh no, wait, he has to stay in school. So that was good. There was a tree lighting ceremony. We kind of missed it. It was advertised for I believe it was 7:15. Um, and basically, we went with my wife's friends and her family, husband and their kids, and it was great. It was fun. They have a child year younger than mine, and they're like peas in a pot, and can't separate them. And if you do, uh, they'll be looking at you with uh, an intense stare, like, "What are you doing?" Or "That's my best friend," which is good. It's good to have friends. But yeah, tree lighting ceremony was advertised for about, I believe, like I said, 7:15. I went off a little bit early. It was like around 7:10 or 7:08, something like that. It was just like my wife, false advertising. I guess so, but it was nice. They had like a little snow sliding area. I hurt myself. Man, I really need a stretch. I know I'm getting old in age. I may not look like it, but I'm in my early 40s. Just to give you guys an idea, stretch out after you're 30. Definitely need to work out, definitely do a lot of cardio. But we went down the slide, my son and I, and we went pretty far. I'm thinking because of my slight heavy stature. I mean, I have a beer belly, but damn, we kind of went far. Uh, but me getting off the sled, I rolled over to my right and I kind of pushed myself up. All this like locked up, and it just gave me like this bad feeling. Like all my muscles were like, "Oh my god, you're using me for the first time in a long time," and they were pretty much against me. So I had to go to a wall and kind of like stretch out. Ah man, I just had a bad feeling overall. And then over the weekend, I must have eaten something because when we got home, we ate caldo and or soup, and yeah, I just stomach hasn't been good. I was running back and forth to the bathroom pretty much Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, um, that's been my week. My weekend works okay. Works there just like everything else. Um, but I do got to say this: it's fun watching if you have kids, watching them grow up right in front of you. They are an extension of who you are, and I see a lot of posts, I guess, on social media. Oh, break the cycle, do this, do that. Yeah, I get that. But there are some points where you do have to put your foot down and discipline your child. Can't have them throw temper tantrums. And if you are going to take something away from them, do yourself a favor, take it away. And that way they know you mean business and you are a person of your word. And that's something you want your child to be as well. Be a man of your word or a woman of your word. If you're going to do something, go ahead and do it. And lately, on that note, I'm going to transition to my streaming. I also stream games. Might have mentioned that earlier on episode one. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, and I'll record. I'll save it on my external hard drive. I think I have like a Power Director Pro or something, 365, and then I'll cut a couple of the matches and then post them on my YouTube and Facebook account. It's Mondonium Plays Video Games. That's MondoniumPlaysVideogames. Mondonium Plays Video Games. And then you can see me on YouTube or even Twitch, same Mondonium. And I've been kind of posting. I paid for a subscription for $15 a month for an AI to do it. I guess that's the latest buzz right now when I check my Facebook. So I went out and tried it. At first, I tried the free sample, and I'm like, okay, this thing came out pretty good. So okay, here's my money. Shut up and take my money. It wasn't working as as well as I hoped it would. Maybe it was just because of the free trial. Um, but then my son lately, he has been using this thing on his iPad, KindMaster, where he messes around with editing himself, and he's like showing me stuff, showing me his classy Supo. I'm not sure what that is. I think it was like a Nickelodeon thing, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. I haven't watched TV in such a long time. I think the last thing I watched was like Toonami in 1999 when they still had, I believe, a Robotech on there. Yeah, that that far back. But then I noticed something that he had all these scenes um, for like maybe a 30-second, maybe to a minute and 30-second little clip. And he was explaining it to me, like little kids do. They just want to tell you everything. But he does it so fast because he just absorbs everything. And that's another thing. These kids, they just absorb everything. And me, his old man, you got to go slow. 'Cause sometimes I am deaf. I can't hear on my left ear too well. So he was showing me the ropes, so to speak, and I was kind of understanding it. When kids talk, they tend to talk, and they just can't stop, which is fine. I gotta encourage that they need to have their own voice and find their own voice. But after hearing him out, and then I'm looking, hearing him, looking, boom, something just sparked in my head. I'm like, okay, let me figure out how I can do this on my own and probably save myself $15 a month. Because right now money is going to get tighter around the holiday season and going forward. So just looking at my son's videos and how he pretty much did all that and kind of customized it to his own liking. I went on my Power Director Pro and I'm like, oh, okay. So this is kind of what he had in mind. And I see that like he was trying to explain to me that I can do certain variations, certain things, even customize like how the video looks. Blew my mind away. And I started doing that over the weekend when I could because of my stomach, kind of going back and forth, like, oh, hey. Um, but I had posted a couple of reels, I guess that's what they're called, on Instagram and Facebook. Also, shorts, I guess they're called on YouTube. So I'm like kind of going everywhere with this whole thing. Um, and it's fun. I I gotta thank my son because without him, hey, look at that. Probably would have been wasting, money or giving my money away to some website where they just want to take your money and their little short reels are, to be honest, like the first free reels that they gave me for free were, I think, were some of the best ones. Uh, but after that, I think it's kind of sad, kind of pathetic. But here I am. It happens, man. Sometimes too good to be true, and you might be the sucker. And I'll admit it. I was a sucker. I'm gonna cancel my subscription once this is over at the time of the recording. So I'm gonna continue editing my own videos. And yeah, that kind of is my passion. I think it has, and it always will be. This goes back to the mid 90s when I was in high school. A good friend of mine, Rafi, and I, we did a, I don't know, I'm so into wrestling. I'm not, excuse me, I'm not sure if he still is. But at the time with the WWF, now WWE, Stone Cold, The Rock, all those guys in the mid 90s, um, we were in the audio video club. Yeah, nerd. uh, we did a wrestling match with ourselves in there. My goodness, if I can find the tape, I want to post that to YouTube. And we had a lot of fun doing that. We had an amazing time with our friends. It was it was a cool experience. Once we shot everything, we would go to the classroom, um, Mr. Haas. Yeah, strict but fair. Really liked him as an instructor over there at John Marshall High School in LA. And, he showed us the rope and his other TAs. There was like I guess the best way I can describe him, tall white guy with glasses. Forgot his name. And then there was like a small Filipino man. Really cool. He loved like anime and Sailor Moon. And that's the first time I heard about J-pop. Because he was really into it. But yeah, just using their machines, just editing big ass things and the control panels. We were using VHSs back in the day. It was a lot of fun. We did voiceovers. We did our own commentary, and I tried to disguise my voice. Certain people in certain classrooms, they kind of liked it. I didn't know because my friend Rafi had the tape with him, and what he did was he kind of, you know, what do they call those? He was testing out the footage, trying to see if people liked it or not. And, for the most part, they were like, I know, I know it was terrible, but I know they were laughing at us, maybe with us, some of them. Um, but I always got the impression that Rafi and I, we were the ones who stood out because apparently we were the main event out of that whole thing when we were doing our project. But mostly the other students who saw me, they said that we did good, we did great. Uh, I don't want to spoil the damn thing because if I do find it, I want to show it off. But I'll just spoil it a little bit. I believe I ended up losing the match, and it was an empty auditorium match. This was way before the empty stadium match between The Rock and Mankind, and my brother can attest to that, um, which was cool. I did take a chair shot, which um, in my mind, I thought it would be safe, but I didn't know that see, when you're young, you don't really know the insights of certain things. And when you take a chair shot um, to the head, the way that I took it, ouch. Too bad I didn't blade myself. That'd be a little too much, adding a little color, as they say in the wrestling business, or blood. Um, yeah, just thinking back and looking back at that was a lot of fun, and you know, coming full circle, doing this for you guys, and just talking about it brings a lot of joy to me. Makes me happy that I was able to do that with friends, really, really close friends, um, back in the day, and I hope they're doing well. I really do. Um, but just coming back to this whole thing about streaming and editing, I like it. If anybody needs help, you guys could always hit me up, message me, DM me, and we'll see what we can do. Um, but yeah, I got to thank my son. Uh, he's been doing this editing thing for like as long as I can remember, ever since he can like grab an iPad. And wow, when I was looking at him do his stuff, now I'm doing my thing, and the creative juices are flowing, and I'm really excited to bring that into the light. And hopefully, I can do just more than stream the video game, do some reels, but for now, I think that's what I'll do. Like I said, I'm still a wrestling fan, and from time to time, I will talk about wrestling, maybe like a review. But been seeing a lot of wrestle talk on YouTube. Those guys from England, they do some pretty good stuff, pretty awesome stuff. I really do wish there was like something in regards to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. I haven't really gone down the rabbit hole of YouTube just to see if there's somebody talking about that stuff. I know Going In, that's the name of the show, Going In Raw, Steven Larson. Uh, they would talk about New Japan. Now, lately, it's just been a lot of, you know, stateside, I guess, or in US, AEW, WWE. But yeah, so we'll see what the future holds in store. What a great weekend! What a great week! And just what a great time to be alive. You know what I mean? And we just got to stay healthy, love those around us, and appreciate those around us because, man, they're the ones who can teach us the most. But here's the hard part: we just got to listen. Sometimes we got to hold ourselves, or contain our emotions. Because I know I get a little giddy and like excited, or get a little bit frustrated and pissed off when it comes to certain things. And I think we just need to sit back, listen, take it all in, and you know, go from there. Uh, man, again, can't stress that enough. I'm glad that happened over the weekend with me and my son. Beautiful thing, and continue to share that with all of you, um, via editing, via this podcast. And just gonna keep it short this week. So do good, be good, do no harm to others. I'll catch you guys on the next one.